Hi everyone, I'm Grango.
And I'm Felipe. Felipe.
So nice to see you again. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic that most people can relate to, and that's people that stink.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It's even worse when you're sitting in a public place and you can't leave. First example. We're not going to waste too much time here. We only got like 10 minutes.
Alright.
Because if we have it any longer, then YouTube won't accept it. Which is kind of stupid in a way.
Yeah, it is. Even though I see these videos are like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I'm done. Go figure. So we're going to talk about people today that stink. And we're not making fun of anybody in particular. Just how do you deal with it? Especially in a public place. And the first example we're going to have, and that's for those of you that go to conferences, but mainly, what? Church.
Church.
You're sitting in church, and you're next to somebody who really smells. Yeah. Really, really smells. And the pastor is talking about something really important, and maybe you don't want to miss it. But you're the only one that's going to stand up if you have to leave, and he's wondering, why are you leaving?
Or you just make the throwing up motion like you gotta go.
Yeah, but then everybody starts looking at you and thinking that you're the one that smells.
I highly doubt that.
Maybe.
If you're holding your mouth and running out the door.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, so what do you do? What do you do in a situation like that when you're next to somebody who smells? And you can't get up because everybody's gonna look at you.
I have no clue.
Exactly. Just bear with it. There's a way that you can actually plug your nose.
But then you're inhaling it.
No. Now, if you plug... Well, what are you gonna do? Stop breathing?
No. You can breathe out and in your mouth.
Okay, best thing to do is find yourself a place. Get ahead of the game. Find yourself a place in church where you can get easy access out, like at the end of an aisle, and then you can just kind of turn around and walk away. And then the person notices you don't come back.
I wonder why.
And the only reason why we're mentioning this because we ran into this scenario. Now it may necessarily... Did I say that right? It may not necessarily mean that that it's body odor. It could be just bad breath. And do you ever notice that sometimes you sit next to somebody and they always smell like a pepperoni?
Yeah.
Like, well, what's with that? And you know they didn't eat any.
I like pepperoni.
But I don't like the smell of it on people's breath.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, so, and then they're talking to you, hi, how are ya? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'm fine very much, thank you. Here, how about we buy some toothpaste? What are you supposed to do? Carry on some little breath mints or something?
What are those?
You remember, what was it? Dumb and Dumber. Remember Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, yeah.
When he sprayed his mouth with that stuff and he sprayed his friend in the face?
Yeah.
Well, you could always do that. You could always pretend to spray yourself, like your mouth with some mouth, and aim it towards them and shoot them in the face with it. Yeah, that might work. So carry some of that stuff around with you. And if they've ever seen the movie Dumb and Dumber, then they might have a sense of humor. If not, well,
well.
That's their problem.
Yeah.
So if you're at a church, just try to sit somewhere where you have easy access to get out. And maybe preferably in the back. So when you do leave, nobody notices and nobody says, why is he leaving?
Exactly.
Okay, second scenario. You're in an elevator. And there's several people in there. And you know someone had something really nasty to eat the night before because the evidence starts coming to the air.
Beef burrito.
Ugh, I hate that. Or beans. Oh, I guess beef burrito has the beans.
Or a chili.
Chili. Oh, chili. Yeah, that's got to be one of the worst things. So you're in an elevator and someone lets one go and you don't want to say nothing because if you do, what does that mean? It normally means you did it.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
You've got it. So, yeah. So if you happen to be with the guilty one, you're probably best not to say anything and just kind of ignore it.
The person that usually has it, they usually have that guilty face on them like, I didn't do it, but you can't really tell it's me, but really you can.
Yeah, most of the time. I know this is gonna sound really sick, but most people that kind of let their own little bodily fumes out when they're in an elevator, it doesn't bother them.
It just smells normal to them.
It smells normal to them. Not
unless it's really bad.
Yeah. I remember one time I let one go. Wow! I couldn't believe it. I couldn't even handle it. I had to leave.
I wonder how bad that. What did you eat the night before?
I don't know. Kind of pasta. I think I had a little bit of cheese. And some kind of meat or something. But it was nasty. But that's really gross. Why are we talking about that? We're just trying to help people deal with this. Okay, second scenario, you're in a restaurant. And the guy behind you's got the worst body odor in the world. And you've already gotten your food, so what do you say? What do you do?
Check, please.
Yeah, can I have a doggy bag? Or a barf bag, one or the other. So, okay. So, yeah. What, get at a restaurant and find a window and say, can you open it? Just in advance. And I remember going to restaurants. What's one of the problems we always have in a restaurant?
They don't have windows to open.
No. Not that. Hair.
Ew.
Hair.
Or you're eating, all of a sudden you're just like,
Hair.
all this big, long hair out of your mouth.
Oh, I hate hair in my food. It's disgusting. Especially, you remember that one time we went to the, was that you that went with me?
Yeah.
We went to the fish and chip place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Found a hair in my food. Ugh. That was disgusting. And then the next time, yeah, we went back again. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for fish and chips. And we go back again, and some of the other people that were with us were signing, doing their little comment card.
Yeah.
And they wrote, everything was good. Especially because it had no hair.
No hair in the food.
She actually wrote that.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Any other scenarios? Another one would be you're sitting in a car, you're carpooling, and you're with people who really smell. Now, you're on the freeway. You might as well just plug your nose for the duration because you ain't getting out of that car.
You might as well stick your head out the window where the cow manure is smelling. That smells a lot better.
Yeah. Or get a little, carry with you a backup little, a clothespin that you use to put your stuff on the clothesline and just put it on your nose.
But that hurts.
So? Or find a way to tranquilize yourself. Go to sleep. Don't sleep the night before. If you're gonna carpool with somebody who smells really bad, just stay up a few extra hours the night before. That way you can sleep during the whole duration of the ride.
Exactly. Then you won't have to deal with those stinky, stinky people.
You know something? There was something else I was gonna say. I can't remember.
What was that?
I don't know. It was another scenario of people being smelly, and I can't remember. So we got body odor. Your body odor.
What about your workplace?
No. You have the freedom to move when you're in a workplace.
What happens if you're like in a cubicle?
We're talking about being in a place where you can't move. Elevators, sitting down in a place where you can't get up, sitting in a restaurant. What's another one? Oh yeah, the carpooling in the car. What about if you hang out with somebody a lot who always smells? How do you tell them? And I'm not referring this to you. You smell pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah. You don't have any sweat glands either, like me, so we don't stink.
No, we don't.
We don't stink.
We get away with that.
Yep. Except when we got a little fluff out. And,
A little fluff.
yeah, we just walk away real fast. No one ever knows it's us.
Yeah.
So I can't think of any other scenario. Can you think of anything else? Any others? Yeah.
Not unless you're in like one of those concerts where you're sitting in chairs and it's so crowded that you can't even move anywhere until like the intermission.
Sometimes you just have this nasty streak on you. You're walking through the mall. There's a whole crowd of people coming up towards you. And you gotta let one go. And you said, ha ha ha! Victims! And you just kind of squeak one out real quiet while you're walking through. And then you turn around about 10 seconds later, watch everybody's face. And they're blaming their own friends because they don't know it was us.
It must smell really bad.
Yeah, I think this conversation is proven to be stupid. But you know
Where
what?
do we come up with these things?
I don't know. We gotta get rid of that person who writes our scripts.
We gotta fire him too.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we're gonna get out of here. The next time you see us, we're gonna talk about cell phone providers.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a fine print, and if you're stuck with a cell phone provider you don't like, how to get out of it. Real simple. Until next time, I'm Grango.
I'm Felipe.
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 Bye.
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 I'm out of here.